Alright, here I have a Valley Plus alt-bladed rep clone. It's not a real one, but it actually is extremely good. And I just got it recently. Actually, wait, no, I didn't post a short about it. Posted with my friend Cygnus instead, because that thing is awesome. But yeah, this thing, I've been flipping it a little bit, kind of comparing it to some of my other knives I have. Like the only other one I have with me here is my Medusa, which I absolutely love. Definitely my best looking ballast song, and definitely sounds the best too. Flips amazing too. Love these handles, because they're very thin. Honestly, it's weirdly thin sometimes, but it's a nice long knife, as you can see. Let's actually compare the size here. It's kind of weird doing this on a bed. You can kind of see it's definitely longer, but yeah. Alright, so this rep clone, it's about, I want to say like $65 to $70 off some websites. I like ordering clones, if I ever do, off BBK Balisong. They're pretty fast. They have everything sorted, and you know, they're not going to take like 7 weeks to ship like a Chinese company, or I think they actually might be Chinese, but they ship a lot faster than AliExpress and stuff, so definitely a benefit there. But so the rep is a G10, I believe, titanium knife, and it is sandwich, as you can see, sandwich here. It's got these nice little spacers, and it runs on nice bushings and some Zen pins. So it's pretty standard knife, like build wise. Something people might not like, I guess, is the weight. It is a little bit heavier. It's probably, if I had to guess, around 4.5, maybe a little bit more ounces, like maybe 4.5, 4.6 ish. But in my opinion, I really like that weight. I think that weight is perfect because you really feel the knife, and it just carries tricks super easily. Obviously, you have some really good light knives that are like 3.9 or 3.9 to 4.1, like Krakens and the Sirius and stuff. And I think the Tsunami is also pretty light around there. But I prefer a little more weight to the knives. I know right now, I'm pretty sure it's more of a trend for lighter knives. Like, you see a lot more people preferring them. But in my opinion, these 4.5 ounce knives are the best. So it has pretty neutral-ish balance point. I don't even know if I can get it. Oh, there we go. See, pretty neutral. So that means those fans look really and feel really good. You don't have it too lopsided. This knife is a little bit more handle biased. Not incredibly, but like, you can see the handles leaning towards me a little bit more. I kind of see, like, if I don't start it up with motion, compared to this. So definitely my preferred balance point, and this thing is super nice sounding. Honestly, for a clone, this thing is super good quality, and it's actually very nice, surprisingly competitive in my opinion. If you want a rep because you just like the design, the feel, the sound or something, but you don't have the funds to purchase it, which I feel like is why most people purchase clones, I would definitely give this thing a try, because it's definitely worth the money. I think it's worth it more than like the Orca clones or the Chav clones and stuff, because I feel like those are just a little expensive for clones, like 120 and stuff. The only clone I've flipped that's been worth it at that price point is the Bally Plus V4 Tsunami. That thing is actually really good, but it's like about 120, and you can get a lot other knives around that price point for that are like authentic too. You can get even like an LEY Orion, the Sirius, and the Bally's Cheese, Squiddy Owls, Volps. And in my opinion, it's always better to support an actual maker who puts a lot of hard work and effort into their designing, machining process to make a child, their knife, which they actually care about, rather than these Chinese companies who kind of just pump them out for cheaper, less expensive materials. But still, not even hating on clones, because my first live blade was a clone Kraken. So I understand, and especially because I don't always have a lot of money here to buy like $350, $400 titanium knives like the Medusa. It's understandable why some people wouldn't want to spend that money on a knife. They have other things to purchase. But still, this thing is super good. This one has a mid tune on it. I actually had a binding issue, but that went away pretty easily. Just like had to take it apart. And then minimum play, definitely some, but for a clone, it's not bad, especially like $60. And let's think, what else can I say about this knife? It holds a flow really well, I think due to its weight, how smooth it is, and just the overall ergonomics and build of the knife. So I've been actually main carrying this thing for a couple days, maybe like 2-3 days. And honestly, I've been really enjoying it. Obviously, I prefer to pick up my Bass and my Medusa over it, because those knives are just insane quality and just an insane, nutty flipping performance. But still, this thing, like, it's not bad, because the main reason I really wanted this was because I wanted a good live blade titanium knife. I'm pretty sure this is titanium, like probably like really poor titanium. It's not like grade 5 or whatever, like grade 5. I don't even know if it goes to grade 6. If it does, this is the highest titanium. Pretty sure it's grade 5 though. So this thing can obviously take a beating, but I spent like $400 on it. I'm not really looking to drop it on concrete and on my driveway. So even though it could technically take the beating, I'm not trying to do that and get a bunch of scratches and dents all over my beautiful looking Anna right here, which it doesn't pick up on camera the best because it looks just like stripped. It just looks gray, but in certain lightings, especially better in person, you can see like it turns that nice, almost blurple like fade from blue to purple from the pivots, and it's just super, super nice. All right, but back to this knife now. It comes decently sharp, and the blade and just everything, it looks pretty damn similar to a real rep. They even copied the BRS logo there, which is a little but whatever. It's just a clone. If you really don't like it, just get a different blade, I guess. Maybe a different company. I'm not sure if Arm Shark really does the whole like copying of the logos. They might, but I think Bally Plus definitely. I know Bally Plus definitely copies logos to put on their stuff. But still, this thing, ooh, it just rips. So this thing, it can also take a beating. I've dropped it a lot on this hardwood back here, and it's actually held up the tune and the flipping performance pretty well. No real damage along any of the scales and stuff, which are surprisingly comfortable for being a clone hardware. And yeah, it's just really fun, bouncy, responsive knife for being its weight, and it flows like a champ. Super neutral. Boom. I can do everything I can on my other knives on this thing. and being sandwich, I do get better what's it called, ladders on it, which I'm trying to get better on, but right now I can do max about 3 or 4. I can do more on some other knives with better jumping like this one, and it's just a really nice experience. I would definitely recommend looking into it, and if you're interested, buy one, because honestly my friend has a real rep, and I think his was about 300, but it's like ghost jade, like super nice blade and stuff. But still, like, obviously his flips decently pretty much significantly better, and he also has those titanium Firefox channel spacers that makes the knife channel, which adds some weight, and it's a lot nicer than this one. But like with them out and stuff, from what I've heard, these things, I'm not sure if they flip similar. I think they do, like not like so close you can't tell, but the sound and everything is actually pretty similar. Normally my issue with the titanium clones, like they just completely sound different than the actual product. Like they don't sound anywhere close to it. You can easily tell, yeah, that's the clone. But these, being maybe because the G10 and stuff, or just being sandwich, it sounds super similar. I think DJ Eyeless Pyro has a video actually comparing them with like 2 real reps, 2 clones, and then that sounded pretty damn similar. The only difference is obviously the tuning and hardware and stuff and like materials. But honestly, for again only 65 bucks, this thing is extremely nice. I would definitely recommend it because very comfortable, super flowy knife. You could definitely get into some good flow and get some good clips in with this shit. But that's about it. I didn't really have any specs ready. Just kind of spontaneously made this video right now. But yeah, I'm gonna try posting a little bit more often. But I don't really have like new knives coming in or something, so I'm not exactly sure what to make videos on, like maybe tutorials or like just talking about some of the knives, because I've already done a review on all my knives and I don't really feel like doing it on some like shitty like little like Thomas Ballast song or whatever. So but yeah, that's the Bally Plus rep.